concerned.
We'll let you know if it starts coming on screen
fire.
and just like fire is behind you.
Hey, I'm glad someone's watching out for me.
You just see that's your torch, damn it. So you want it on fire. You don't want it to go out.
Well, I'm hoping it actually works after just updating on its own. Most shit doesn't. That's kind of my concern.
It's a Microsoft product. They just don't work, man.
I mean, I only had my laptop basically get bricked for a week because they put a bad update out for it. Then I just turned it on one day and everything was fine once again.
Sounds like an Apple thing. Or it sounds like a Microsoft thing, not an Apple thing. I'm kind of retarded. It's better than starting your computer with a fucking screwdriver during exams week because you don't want to take it apart because you're too fucking worried that you won't be able to put it back together in time or you're going to fuck something up. Anyway.
You're a brave man. I can respect that.
It's the price we pay to not use Apple and pay the price of a nice Honda for something that's as powerful as a Nintendo Wii.
See, Joel, this is why you can't just start the fucking pod. Now my drink's all the way across the room, and I'm marooned on the island with you guys.
And see, now it's a problem.
I'm on the island.
And welcome back to Handsome Jack's podcast. Today we got with us our very own drunk gray squirrel, Dimmadome Dimmet.
You seeing that? Diamond Dollar.
We ain't no paper hand bitches up in here. We got a man who would play basketball on ice skates if the sport existed, Joel.
What's up, bitches?
Dude, could you fucking imagine, though? I'd pay.
Hell yeah. Why not, man? Sounds like a good time.
And finally, I'm your host, Godzilla Simp, Jake. And today we're starting our new season of Anime Book Club.
What's that? Hold the fucking phone.
Or I guess TV show.
You don't even know.
At this point.
Who puts you in charge, Jake?
Well, sorry. It used to be called Anime Book Club last season, but now we're just doing all shows.
It's Survivor.
Oh, are we going to announce that we're doing the Survivor change?
We already kind of did.
I mean, do you see this? Do you see that?
I do.
It's already happened, dude.
Yeah.
We are the Survivor personas from now on till this is over, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Out of break character kill DVD commentary.
Dude, yeah. That's pretty much where we're at right now.
All right. Well, this week, the 5 shows we had, as we previously announced, are Over the Garden Wall from Connor. We have Croak No Basket from myself. We have Cowboy Bebop from Dimmadome Dimmet. We have Yellowstone from Brendan the Absolute Autist. And we have Violet Evergarden, which might compete with Autism in terms of most autistic character we've ever seen in a show.
She will take the throne of Queen next to Brandon Heat.
Dude, they really are meant for each other. Like, I don't say that very often, but it's true. It really is true.
See, now this is where we need Jelly, where he's probably already looked up on Rule 34 with all those weird fucking fetishes. And he probably would just have the info with it.
On what show? Over the garden wall?
Brandon Heat and Violet Evergarden.
And we all know that's too normal and too old for Jelly.
That's too mainstream. That's too mainstream. That doesn't happen here.
We need about 10 years younger and a couple more tails in there.
Well, since we're talking about Jelly real quick, I guess we should talk about the ultimate cuck that's fucking ghosted the podcast again. He was supposed to be on this. We're recording this late as fucking hell. I have to get up in 6 hours from now to work.
Oh, you're fucking used to it. Don't even. I've kept you
And
up later than this.
That's regardless of the point, damn it. And that motherfucker called literally 30 minutes late after I asked when he was going to be on, and he goes, I can't make it. Thanks,
I hate to
Jelly.
see it. You really do.
Piece of shit.
You know, I say in times like these that, you know, the strong rise to the occasion and the weak sink. And I think that's on full display.
And there's nothing more that separates the weak from the strong like a good Modelo. Am I right, damn it?
You son of a bitch. Oh my god. We can't have anything nice. What's the timestamp? 5:10?
5 minutes.
We made it 5 minutes and he's already plugged something. I expect, you know what, Joe? You take backseat. I'll handle this. I expect a video by at least Sunday for reparations.
Okay, Jake's at 20 now. Brendan still owes me 60.
Whoa, no, I sent a video of a bunch of them to you with even more anime chicks.
What? Was it the first 100?
It was the second 100. You don't say anything, damn it. It's about what Joel thinks about it.
You agreed last episode to make it a goose egg, sir.
What the fuck?
Goose egg?
Hold up. What the hell is this Canada
Which is
talk?
0.
Oh.
No, I sent a second video. You motherfucker did not check your email, did you?
I did.
We
check
fucking
the
email in this crowd? I haven't checked my email. I probably missed something. I'm sure I had a job for this podcast. I didn't do it.
I'll resend it.
That's usually my role here. I actually don't know why you even have me on these anymore. Truth be told. I really don't know what
I'm in the middle of total war right now.
Honestly, sometimes I don't know why I heard the cats to make the show.
That goes down as
You
one of my
guys,
greatest ever ones.
sometimes.
I had no reason to be on that pod, but there I was playing Total War through 95% of it. I almost screamed at the end of it.
I was expecting a screamer too.
It was
or maybe a
close.
broken
It was real
keyboard or
close.
two.
We had Bad News Bears come down, and
I was really
Yeah.
hoping some dark elf voice lines would just sneak into the audio.
dude,
Anyway,
yeah.
So next week you'll be seeing us actually doing anonymous voting clips, but for now, we're just gonna tell you what the vote totals are, and we'll figure out who voted for what throughout the show. So, best show, we have 0 votes for Over the Garden Wall, 0 votes for Kuroko no Basket because these people don't play fucking basketball.
Someone's salty.
Yes,
Damn.
3 votes for Cowboy Bebop and 1 vote for Yellowstone because someone didn't fucking vote. So there's only 4 and
I mean,
0
I have
for
an
didn't vote.
Violence.
idea. I have an idea who it is, but I can't tell off the votes.
Well, I'm just going to go ahead and assume that 1 vote for best show went to mine.
You know what, Jake? Fuck you. First off, you don't deserve that vote.
No, fuck
This goes
you.
all the way.
You're-
This
you're
goes all
going
the way
fucking-
back to-
You're like, you know what? I want to play life on easy mode. So let's pull out Cowboy Bebop, a
Dude,
fucking masterpiece classic.
You guys all razzed me for not picking it last season, and I'm like, I don't want to win. You know, I'm not that kind of guy. I'm not going to go easy mode. And I'm like, dude, I'm definitely not going to win this whole fucking thing again at the very end. Because I know, Jake, I know you would, on that last go, if it was close with anyone else, I know you would just like, I'm not going to
I only
pick Cowboy
cut you
Bebop
that one
because
episode. I'm not a grudge holder. That's Brendan's job.
I love how he's like, yeah, I fucked you over, but I don't hold it against you. What the hell are you talking about, Jake? Do you
I'm going
listen
to
to your-
continue to fuck you over. I'm a one-pump guy.
It's not his fault I fucked him over. I'm not going to hold it against him. Like, do you listen to yourself?
Oh, I
God
do.
damn. You're fucking killing me. Oh, but no, I know, like, if it was down to the wire, I know you'd throw me under the bus. 100%. You're that kind of guy.
Yeah.
I would not
100%.
throw you under
You
the
showed
bus,
it.
Dennis.
You showed your hand last season.
Only because
You
you
are
threw
a
me under the
shifty-
bus.
Dude, I don't vote for you.
Completely under the bus.
Like,
What
I have
show
been-
was it? Was it fucking Initial D?
And I took that personally.
I took it personally.
Yeah, I could tell. And then you lashed out at me and cost me the whole fucking week.
You were talking up a big game. You were like, "Man, this show Jake Peg was really great.
Dude.
It was something." And you just heel turn, but I gotta go with the '90s car anime.
Dude, talking
Hell
big shit
yeah.
is talking big shit is my job. It's
The
like
whole
literally-
time I was like, "He's right there. He's the final vote. I'm finally gonna get some recognition." No,
Dave,
I-
it's Dimmet and Cars. Do I need
yeah,
to
I don't
explain
know why
more,
you even questioned,
dipshit?
Jake. You should have seen the writing on the wall. It's your
I
fault.
was hoping for a miracle, I guess.
Fucking
This
guy.
bitch hopes for a miracle, and then when it doesn't go his way, he lashes out like it's his God-given right. Like, I deserved that vote.
So
My
if it
show
wasn't-
wouldn't have won even with it, but I deserved it.
So it wasn't evident. We all actually really like Cowboy Bebop, and everyone is still salty as fuck from last season because we all have trash taste, apparently.
I mean,
I'm just here
I
to
was-
culture you swines.
I was trying to bring the heat at Brendan. I really was. I was throwing. It was close a couple weeks, and that one fucking week that I had him dead to rights. Lo and behold, Jake decides to be a goddamn martyr and throw the whole week away like a
I'm going to
fucking
be
degenerate.
honest. I usually forget about it until you keep bringing it up. So you got to let it go, man.
I'm
be
gonna
honest,
run you. I'm gonna run you into the ground this season. I will vote you off.
I have no regard of what weeks were what, but
Dude.
I got fucked over, and JoJo's not winning a week. So shut the fuck up, both of you. What do you think about Cowboy Bebop?
Dude,
Fucking amazing.
it's a okay. If you're into anime, you've heard of Cowboy Bebop. You might not have watched it, but you've heard of it. And that's kind of how I kind of started light. You know, I think it was like Attack on Titan was the first show I ever watched. And I heard that Cowboy Bebop was like, yo, if you're not really into anime yet, like you don't really like it, give the show a try. And I tried it, and I love it. The aesthetic is amazing. The animation for the time period's top class. It's beautiful. It's a work of art. And the ending 2 episodes, oh, I'm fucking crying under these, dude. It's just thinking about it.
So, Cowboy Bebop is a bunch of ragtag group of bounty hunters making their way through
Downtown,
fast.
if you will.
Yes. Having fun. Fucking shit up.
That is it, though.
That's it, yeah. Yeah. One thing I actually really like about this show is the fact that basically you can watch every episode independent of each other. Like there is a plot line, but you can actually just pick up, watch one episode, and put it down, and not, be enthralled to watch another one. Which I know is probably not a great move for marketing in terms of people actually wanting to watch the show. But I enjoy it personally because I had to fucking watch a bunch of shows. So
No, it's episodic, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, you can watch pretty much each, and like there's an underlying backstory that ties it all together. But you can pretty much watch them however you want. The only ones I think you really need to watch in order, the last 2.
probably anything regarding
the last 2 you definitely need to watch in order. And I'd say towards the end, the underlying story really does pick up. So you
Yeah,
kind of
I would still watch it in chronological order.
Yeah, but you're not
because,
missing anything.
Basically, anything with fishes is nice to know, like chronological order.
Yeah, if you're taking a break for a couple months, you're not going to miss much.
Yeah.
As long as you paid attention to what had already happened. But yeah, the show's fantastic.
I can't complain about it.
Yeah, I can't think of anything bad.
We want to hit the D scale for it right now.
Yeah, let's just fire away.
Okay, story. I'll go through the criteria real quick for anyone new. Story, we identify the quality of the story presented after 5 episodes. You can expand on it if you've watched the full show already, but you should really try to vote it just on those first 5 if you can. So for me, we do 1 to 5, 1 being bad, 5 being fantastic. It's a 5. It's a poster child of the genre for a story. It's like we talked about, there's backstory intertwined the whole way through, but it still keeps you engaged till the end. And then the end, the final 2 episodes just hit hard as a fucking rock.
I mean, I would, if it wasn't like, it's such a unique genre, so it has to be a 5. I think if it was like a little bit more broad of a genre, I'd probably put it at 4. But just because it really is the poster child of anything like this, then yeah, it's going to be a 5 from me. Sure.
Yeah, I gotta do the same. I gotta give it a 5. The story's entertaining as hell. I feel like each episode you can almost just study that for hours on end, trying to understand like the themes, how it relates to the overarching story, to that character's story, how it fits in with everything. I feel like there's just so much going on under the hood, and it does that while still be something you just put on the background and be Spike and gang going to get a bounty and just enjoy it on that level too. And so just for all of that, it's a 5.
I do think Spike Spiegel's a bit of an ex machina, though. He does kind of just pull shit out of his ass a wee bit, a little too hard. Just a wee bit. It kind of annoys me a little bit.
He's a goddamn he's a space cowboy, man. He can do whatever the fuck he wants.
He's the only true cowboy.
It doesn't annoy me enough to take me like out of the action, but I'm like, if you try to like watch all the episodes in like sequence, at some point you're like, man, this motherfucker is the luckiest motherfucker in the universe. But
at the same time, the unluckiest because they never get paid.
True.
They have just enough to get what was it, bell peppers and beef without the beef, and gas in the ship.
Bell peppers and beef, no beef. So we've done the story, going to characters, quality of the characters presented, including how they interact the story as well among themselves with dialogue. Once again, I mean, it's a 5. The characters make this show. That core group of 5, Spike, Jet, Faye Valentine, Ed, Ein. Amazing. They gel so well, but they're also different and unique at the same time. They could be just as interesting as a group of 5 and as like individuals. They carry the story. Like I said, it's episodic, so the story, not every episode contributes to the end plot. Some episodes are just there for fun. There's a really sweet alien reference episode that is one of my favorite. And the characters are kind of what glue them all together. So, yeah, it's a 5 for me. Fantastic. Not all at once.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and agree with that. It's a 5. I feel like all the character arcs are wonderfully done. The characters are fleshed out well enough that even if like you were like to make it just 5 episodes of one character on their own, they would carry it super well. Like I could easily see like random spin-off bullshit of like Ed-centric episodes that would be totally different and entertaining from like a Faye Valentine episode, or like 5 episodes of somehow Ein getting into ridiculous bullshit as he does. And then you have all 5 of these super well fleshed out, developed characters interacting with each other and the one crew. And then you have just all the side characters that you meet along the way that just add so much to it. Like they're just not one-note write-offs you're going to forget about after the episode's done. They're still going to be there in the back of your mind when you're finally done watching it, and you go through a rewatch and another one, and you still enjoy these characters. They're only there for 20 minutes, almost as much as the crew that's there for all 20-some episodes.
I really like in the first 5 episodes how Ed, Spike, and Faye all interact, and especially when they're getting to know each other. I think it's actually done in like a pretty organic way for how they like portray the characters, which I really do like. Spike pisses me off with the mysterious shit a little bit, but that's really the only flaw, and like I kind of understand it, still kind of hate it. But I'm not gonna do any 0.5s in here, so I'm just gonna give it a 5.
Hey, there we go.
Is it because you're trying to be like a mysterious dude in high school and you're just like reminds you of the cringe?
Spike,
yeah, it really
Spike
does.
did what Joel wanted to be, but better. And yeah, game does not.
How you gonna do me like that, Austin?
Listen. We're all friends here. We've all tried to act like an anime character at one point.
I'll be back. I'm going in timeout course.
At least yours was Spike and not something like Naruto.
Dude, don't even get me started.
I mean, then again, you probably did go through that Sasuke phase.
If you ain't Naruto ran at least once in your life, you ain't lived. Let me just put that out.
Naruto ran before Naruto was a thing.
I remember it well. I remember it well, Jake.
I remember I was in like grade school and some motherfucker was like, yeah, you put your hands behind you, you run faster. I tried it once.
Dude,
I was like, this is the stupidest shit. I ain't running no faster.
The fucking money I would pay to be where I am now in the teacher's shoes. Like, these kids ain't right. There's something wrong with these kids ain't fucking right, dude.
Well, can you imagine being in class now, seeing all like the Fortnite dance shit going on with kids?
I don't even. They fucking do the dance shit, you know, and I'm just like, whew, I am old.
Dude, these kids are gonna be smoothing when they get older. They're gonna be lighting up Dance with the Stars.
Dude, could you fucking imagine the nursing
That is
homes?
one thing.
Could you imagine the nursing homes routes are just fucking
I am legitimately jealous that these kids are gonna grow up and be able to dance because I can't fucking dance for shit.
Dude, I let you do like the side step, and I'm like, that's all I got. It's
the classic
really
white boy. We just kind of shake it around a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Like, this shit ain't ingrained in me. It doesn't work that way.
I just move my body. I just flow to the music. It's gonna look stupid, but just how my body flows.
Dude, I feel like honestly the biggest flex move, like you're going back for like your 10-year high school reunion, you're taking salsa lessons. Dude. Like the biggest fucking flex.
It would
you
be
roll out
flex.
there twirling and shit. I know. I mean, don't get me wrong. Our high school, if you did that, it would not be good. I would not recommend it.
Well, no, because it's probably going to be at Whitetails up in town here. So.
Yeah, I mean, first off, there ain't that. You don't have a dance.
There's no
floor.
room to dance.
You're gonna get twirled over the bar, 100%. And you're only going to be getting draft beer. You can't drink like 6 or 7 Busch Lights and then get out there and start twirling. I mean. No, that's not how this shit works.
It could. It's just not going to end well.
All right. So we've got our characters out of the way. Sound. Quality of sound presented with regards to soundtrack, dub/sub voice acting, intro, outro songs. So
I like jazz. It's a 5.
Yeah, the intro, outros, fantastic. The soundtrack alone, one of the greats. On top of that, you should not be watching Cowboy Bebop in sub. If you're watching it in sub, you're doing it wrong. And
for once, I will agree with this.
Like, I love watching stuff dub. I'll be the first to say it. But no bias. Everyone agrees the dub is where it's at. The voice actors they've got, it's perfect. It really is a work of art. Sound, in general is good all the way throughout, though. It's 5. Fantastic. Again, no surprise.
Yep, it's a 5 for me. I can't think of any time that sound effects or the sound mixing was trash. It was all top quality. Voice acting's top quality. Some of the most iconic opening and ending songs in any show ever. I mean, Battle by Tank, I think, is the first one. I can't remember the name of the last one, but it's fucking great.
Me like jazz. Me think good.
I'm glad we have a simpleton.
All right, art.
Yeah, quality of animation and art presented, including character design. Once again, I mean, the show looks fantastic. The animation for the time is also fantastic. Yeah, it's a 5. I mean, you cannot say it's not a 5. Don't do this to me, Joel.
Joel, if you go about to say anything less than a 5,
I will trek
I'm gonna question your judgment on how anything looks ever.
All right, Jake,
I'm about to bury Joel for the whole rest of the season.
Okay, maybe not this, but we'll circle back around to this because I feel like if my show gets less than a 5.
Jake, I want to hear your explanation so that I don't feel so bad. Maybe I'll bump it up to a 5.
I don't know what the fuck he's talking about anymore.
First off, it's the art style of anime from the 90s, which I always think is some of the best in the biz. Like stuff that now looks flashy and great, but it's a lot more kawaii and cutesy, which is fine. But there's just something more about the 90s, like hard-edged style, where they're definitely leaning in for a more serious tone with a lot of their shows. And Cowboy Bebop does that really well.
Yeah, it is a very serious show overall. I mean, you'll see a lot of topics that aren't explored in practically any other show.
just the level of detail they do at times, the fluid animation, everything's on model. I mean, I haven't watched past 5 in a while, so unless there's stuff after that, or maybe there's something I missed, I can't think of anything that just looked awful. I mean, I just think, I mean, it's great. I mean, I don't think they could have done anything better at the time. I had to give it a 5.
I'm going to give it a 4.
God damn it!
All right, I need
Because
reasons.
It's just not my most favorite design and aesthetic that they have in the show. I think it's cool. I think it's okay. I'm just not the biggest fan of how they design the characters, of how they design their ships, how they design the cities. Actually, the cities are probably the
Joel
best part in
is
terms
just
of design.
pissed there's no Gundams in it, is what he's trying to say.
Sure, we'll go with that.
So it's more of a style thing than like a technicality thing.
Yeah, I don't have any problem with like the actual technical animation, especially for the time or anything like that. It's just like my personal taste. I don't think it's a 5.
I mean, I could see, you know,
I can feel
subjectively.
that. That's fair.
Yeah. I mean, I think you did it because you didn't want someone to score all 5s. But I guess I can see your point.
Oh no!
Joel's
don't
like,
worry. We got other shows to rag on tonight. I'm sure.
Oh, we're just getting started.
Oh, you thought you were gonna have 5s? Think again.
You son of a bitch, dude! I can see why you took these. I can't see shit. I feel like, but
I do when I'm trying. If I try to like look up something or like change my tabs, I can't.
Oh my
see
god,
anything
everything's so
with my
fucking
glasses
bright, dude. Yeah.
All right. Well, that covers Cowboy Bebop. So, getting into the show that was voted the worst.
Oh, it breaks my heart.
You gotta do them. You gotta do them like that right now.
Cowboy Bebop, Yellowstone, and Violet Evergarden all received 0 votes. Crocodile Basket received 1 vote. Over the Garden Wall, 4 votes. Everyone hated the show, apparently.
And you fucking okay.
I feel like that's a little strong.
I'm gonna rally. I'm gonna rally.
The man that got voted off the worst fucking show every time last season.
Okay.
Recommended another shitter.
Jelly started it all off on that very first episode by picking that fucking shitty ass cartoon.
Judgment Ken.
It was only. It was meant by destiny that he would do it again with another cartoon. But I will say the quality has improved greatly. I actually didn't really mind the show. I loved the art style of that. It just didn't grab me. And that's the hard thing about this week is every other show had something that stood out to me that I did like. But this one...
I would agree with that. Like, I have a very similar opinion.
I can't see myself following. Not that it's bad, it's just not for me. So I think it's harsh to say that it's like a fucking shit show, because I don't think it is. But
I think it's the worst shows of the ones we had this week.
Yeah.
There's nothing that catches you. You know, like Cowboy Bebop catches you pretty well. Yellowstone has like that great hook that like keeps you in for a little bit, and they have these kind of like cliffhanger notes that want you to keep watching the show. I love fucking basketball, so Kuroko no Basket has my fucking heart on. And Violet Evergarden, I want to see the autism. It's like watching jelly in an anime character.
What is love?
Right?
I want
Baby,
to
don't hurt
me. Don't hurt me with your robo hands.
Oh, you know there's got to be like a music video of that shit with her.
Okay. I guess we'll just start with story. So, from what I took, it's like an adventure. Of all things, you know what show it reminded me the most of is kind of like Rick and Morty without the hardcore adult comedy. Like, that's just kind of what it...
The art style is a little similar.
It's 2 main characters, and they kind of just get themselves into, reoccurring situations.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's hard to say story-wise on it. I don't think it was bad.
It's one of those where it's like you start media res. For those who don't know, we're just dropped in the middle of a forest following these 2 boys who are half brothers or stepbrothers or something, and they're trying to get home, and that's all we know. And it's like this weird world of like some fantastical elements that make no sense, and the twist reveal doesn't happen until like the last episode. So the whole time you're like, what is going on? What is this place they're at? And so I can see just watching the first half or so, not still being very unsure about the story. So that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I completely see that. Like I said, it didn't strike me as bad, but it didn't really claw at me either. Like,
It didn't grab me at all. I thought it was just kind of like it was serving a
there.
purpose for the show to move into different settings. I didn't really give a shit.
I-
So I gotta give it a 2, man. Like I think it was kind of mediocre.
yeah, I'm gonna stick with my 3 on that.
I've seen it all the way through. It's one of Aubrey's shows you love.
I
it's
said
like-
you don't want to use the whole show, but
I
if the
know.
show gets better, you can say it. And
Yeah, it like I feel like it gets better because you get the twist and it recontextualizes everything. And that mean depending on how your opinions on the twist, it might make it from a 2 to an absolute 0, or from a 2 to a 4. In my opinion, it definitely sticks closer to the 3 or 4 mark all the way through with that knowledge.
okay, I can see that. Characters. I mean, there's not a lot of runtime in the first 5 episodes, so it's hard to really. Jeez, Joel's fucking dazed and confused over there, like about 4 fucking turns. Yeah, all right, my guy. I really think, like I said, I think the characters could be good overall on a full stint, but it's a 3 again for me.
So, did you guys like aside from the 2 brothers, did you guys meet the bird and the horse yet?
Yeah. I actually like them as well. The bird
I made
pretty
it 3
great.
episodes and I didn't even get the full 5. So I don't. Yeah, like
Yeah, so I think you maybe met the
I think
bird in
I
passing
did-
at that point. Then
I think
Yeah,
the bird. Well, the bird shows up early.
honestly, I try. This was the first show I watched after I got off work today. Trying to be like super try hard. Actually, watch the show.
I'm gonna watch all the episodes.
oh no,
Jokes
Yeah,
on
I
you! No one watched
legitimately
all the
just-
episodes.
I could not get through more than like 2 episodes.
Yeah.
I didn't like it at all. So I'm just gonna go like 2 again. Like I just didn't give a shit. Nothing grabbed me.
I gotta go with again a 3 or a 4. The characters aren't necessarily super deep or complex like Cowboy Bebop, but for the show and what they are, they're pretty well written. They bounce off each other pretty well, and especially Elijah's Wood character and the bird end up having, a good character arc. So yeah, 3 or 4 for me.
I dig that. I can dig that.
Sound.
Yeah, sound. Man, like
Nothing grabbed me, but I
does
don't
this
think
shit
it's
have
bad.
an intro and outro? Did I miss that?
Yeah, it has an intro, I think, or an
Yeah,
outro.
it has an intro, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's got some
It has
sort of
intro music.
theme. I can't recall where it
I
was.
I must have maybe
I'm
an
gonna
auto
give it
skipped
a 3 for just like not being shit, but not being good. I'm just gonna give it a 3. Yeah. I don't have anything to say about this show other than I literally did not want to watch it and I tried to.
Yeah, I mean, I could see a
Fuck
little
you,
bit
Joey.
of both.
Mhm. I think I gotta go with a 4. I really like the overarching theme. I feel like the voice acting's really done, and
You
there's
can go
just some
fuck yourself.
cues with like sound effects and monster noises.
No fucking webcam have an ass can go fuck yourself.
I feel a little tension in the room, honestly.
I don't know why you're getting angry.
Joe's just hangry. He needs a fucking Snickers right now.
We need to like.
I got a
send
muffin.
man Snickers right now.
I'm just gonna send you. I will literally post you a whole box of Snickers.
Just Postmate Snickers to him.
Oh fuck.
I don't know. There's just like little flourishes and shit, like in the later episodes, especially that I'm thinking about that. Like, it really elevates it. And I can't just give it a 3. I got to give it a 4 because of that.
I'm gonna go with 3 as well. I think it's good, but it's not anything that's blowing my socks off. I mean, I wasn't wearing socks while watching it, so that would have been difficult to begin with. But
Well, you usually watch things completely nude, don't you?
yeah, honestly, I got these sweet ass couches I could really lay out. They kind of caress my body a bit, unlike this fucking shirt does. Jesus Christ,
I'm
this
still
is like a
surprised you're
fucking
wearing
struggle.
it.
I wanted to feed into the persona, and
He's from like Glitter Garden, dog.
it's starting to wear on me. I'm starting to think that maybe this was a bad idea. So I think next time there's going to be a different shirt change. I'll hunt down another abstract, I mean, I can easily say, though, this is the blingiest shirt. You see this fuck gold? I mean,
You just need to get like a Macho Man Randy Savage shirt.
like, look at it.
What the fuck is happening to your camera?
It's probably blinded by the light. I got the sun behind me.
It is spamming green. It is flashing green for me.
Right
Mine
now?
looked fine.
Alright, apparently I'm just alright. Maybe it's on my end.
Let's hope, because otherwise you're going to get me like this. I'm going to look like a VHS recording for the rest of this.
You really do.
Whatever. Full send. I did 3. Art. I'm going to give it
2.
4.
I hate it.
I like that art style. I like that art style a lot. And Jake, like you said, if you like fall, you will like the show. I get it. It's like that Halloween vibe.
Yep.
I dig it. I really do. So it's a 4. It's a 4.
And for that reason, I also got to give it a 4. I am a slut for fall and fall weather, so that is totally my quote-unquote aesthetic and vibe, as the kids say.
I mean, fall is sweater weather, but you also don't do fuck all in November or like end of October.
Well, I mean, we're in like a civilized part of the world where it's not like sub-zero by then.
We ain't got to go out and get fresh water to heat up every morning from the well out back. We get it pumped into the houses.
We ain't got to get our caffeine by suckling the syrup out of the trees.
You see how fancy my igloo is? Get the fuck out of here.
Dude, I would pay. If we did photo shoots, I would fucking pay you $50 to go suckle a fucking tree. Because that would be my screensaver every time you called from here to eternity. Because the joke has just gone full fucking circle.
Oh, you know that bitch would do it for free. That's like a Canadian tradition, is to go suckle the maple from trees. You'd be like, hell yeah, free $50. I'm picking up Tim Hortons on the way in.
If you want to buy me a maple tree spout, I got a couple maple trees on the back lot of my camp. I can make this happen, dog.
There we go. We'll get together funds for a maple tree spout. Get you a little extra, some Tim Hortons to go with it.
It's just a piece of metal, Jake.
You just gotta fucking put it in the tree and then away she goes to the teat of life, if you will.
Yep. All right. Well, I suppose we should move on to the other shows we talked about this week.
We had other shows.
Since Jake is here and we've already mentioned the Ultimate Odd Test, let's talk about Violet Evergarden.
God damn. Okay.
So, quick rundown on the synopsis for those who haven't watched or don't know.
We didn't do a synopsis for the last one. I mean,
I did do a synopsis for the last one.
I don't even know if I pay attention.
How much alcohol have you drank today, Austin?
I'm pretty much sober. I'm just not paying attention. I'm kind of tired.
So basically,
I wonder whose fault that is.
In alternate world, 1800s or so, or early 1900s, young woman is like war veteran and decides she wants to become an auto memory doll, basically a typist that types letters for people and interprets them.
So first off, when I heard auto memory doll, I'm like, is this a
sex thing?
Is this a fucking pimp house? Like, what the fuck? Very easily one of the weirdest names they could ever chose for it.
It's explained.
Man, so FBI, open up! Goddamn jelly.
Now, hey, this ain't a jelly anime.
No, what is she, like 15? I mean,
I think they said like about 14 or so.
Yeah, it's close enough, Jake.
14,
it's close enough.
It's a couple years older than Jelly would prefer.
You're the kind of guy that
still
like
illegal.
rides. You kind of ride that gray area.
It's still illegal.
Yeah,
That doesn't make it not illegal.
Oh, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying Jelly prefers them on playgrounds.
Oh my god. Okay.
Oh, I need to take a lap.
We can't all leave, Joel.
You were about to say something, Dimmitt. You go ahead.
So this show, as with Over the Garden Walls, it kind of made it difficult. Not that the show's bad, but it's not my type of show. If you guys have watched last season, you know it's not my type of show. And man, I'm still really conflicted on it. I liked it, but at the same time, I don't know if I'll finish it. I only have ever finished like 2 shows that we've gone through.
Fair.
So I don't really know. I don't know. I'm conflicted, heavily conflicted on this one.
So what's conflicting you?
About age of consent?
Not age of consent.
Oh,
That's that. God damn it!
That's
That was
clear
weeks
cut.
ago, motherfucker.
What are
Sorry.
they in, like Germany? Does this take place in Germany?
I think the implication is like post Great War, alternate Europe.
I mean, wherever it is, it very well could be the Alabama of Europe. In which case, it's completely illegal. Sorry, I had to do the Archer tie-in. I can't just back away from
I
that.
totally appreciate it. In a lot of ways, yes.
Anywho, I mean, yeah, that's my biggest thing is
World War One society. Evidence of post World War One Europe expected to be Germany.
dude, it's the Alabama of Europe. It's 100%.
This is checking out.
It's all checking out. So, at the first time, I never thought I'd be interested in chicks writing letters for the illiterate. Or, what is it not? Is illiterate not writing? What's not writing? What's that called?
Not right. Be able to read and write's illiterate.
Okay. It's an all-encompassing term. I'm not
Yeah,
saying this wrong.
I
Okay.
believe so.
I never thought I'd be...
If you're wrong, we're both dumbasses.
Joel, look it up. Look it up, Joel. Look it up, Joel.
Pull that video up, Jamie.
Actually, you know what? I saw what you titled that video on YouTube. Don't look it up. Dude, I wish you could have seen. I pull it up. I'm like, oh, this is going to be funny. And I look at the title. I'm like, Joel, you dumbass. Like, like it's not even right. You fucking killed me with that.
They're it's purposely retarded.
Illiterate, unable to read or write. Okay, we got it right, Jake. High five.
Yeah, awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, she does it for them, and then like when people are unable to express very well how they feel, I guess she able to decipher that to it's like what they're trying to say and send it.
It's pretty much like, yo, fam, don't worry about it. I got you. And you just write some sad typing up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of disappointed that, honestly, when she was typing, her fingers didn't split like Ghost in the Shell.
Oh, that would have been...
And, like, quick typed, but I'll cut it some slack.
I do appreciate that you had to, like, crank, like, the fingers to, like, get refined.
Yeah. I didn't think I would like this show at all. It kind of pulled me in, but I'm still on the fence about it. Like, it's interesting in some regards, and there's other episodes I'm like, all right, like, I'm not about this drama, you know? Like, shut up. Quit crying.
Like, this is one of those shows that, like, I caught Aubrey watching one time, and, like, I was just like, it's about an autistic girl that learns to type. All right. And then so I sat down, and I don't know. I just got hooked into it. The character, the way it explores human communication and connection through her own personal journey. And then there's the fucking gorgeous ass art and animation.
Yeah, we'll get to that. I thought you were going to say you walked in on Aubrey watching Gangsta again for like the third time.
No, that it's not necessarily Gangsta, but it's something, and it's a weekly occurrence.
She has a Nico body pillow.
Dude, did that show up?
We have not ordered the Nico body pillow yet.
Dude,
I'm going to
get a fucking GoFundMe set up for this.
Dude, as soon as I get her the Nico body pillow, I'm on the couch, damn it. Don't do this to me.
Dude, as a man,
do it. Mason's going to be on the Discord.
You have to understand your woman and what she needs.
I know what she needs.
That body pillow.
I know what she needs.
She
it's going to put me on the couch.
You. Dude, Yes.
Hey, boys. Yes. It's your guy here. Aubrey kicked me on the couch again.
Dude, I would hang up the phone and call Brendan.
Nico Thursday.
I would hang up the phone and call Brendan like I normally do. Like, I immediately just...
God, you are the worst.
We got him fucking good the other day, Joe. You would have loved
For any
it.
context for the listeners, this man will be like 10 minutes deep into a conversation with me on the phone, and Brendan will call. He's like, oh, hang on, babe. I got to get this. And then just fucking hang up. He's like, babe, he's at work. I don't know when I'll be able to talk to him again. I'll be like, after this. And he's like, I got to go.
I literally did him dirty the other day. And he's like, you better not fucking hang up the phone. I'm like, I got to go, babe. I'll call you back. But yeah. Joel, do you have anything to say? You've been quiet. I feel like you've been outgunned.
He's been processing the age of consent thing this whole time.
See, Alabama, Europe, it's all legal.
So I surprisingly like this show more than I thought I was going to.
Really?
It builds with dramatic tension pretty well and doesn't really gives you like subversion of expectation in terms of where I thought the plot was going, at least for me personally while I was watching it. So like I was decently happy with it. Now saying that, I have not hit the 10-second skip marker more in a show than I probably did in these fucking 5 episodes. Because I was like, some bullshit pausing for dramatic effect? Skip. Skip. Skip.
You got to take in that beautiful art, man.
I watched the first 2 episodes without skipping. The next 3 had a lot of skips in it. Anyway.
Joel's quote on the show, I've never skipped my way through a better show.
I feel like it's just going to come out that Joel frankly didn't watch. He watched like 2 episodes deep every show and just said, fuck it, that's good enough.
No, like I enjoyed Violet Evergarden. I was actually going to watch episode 6 after watching episode 5 because episode 5 ends on the fucking cliffhanger, and I was like,
I fucking hate this show. And then he's like, watches the whole fucking thing. Like,
I didn't say it was bad. I didn't even tell you what my fucking rating was,
dude. I can see what you get Cowboy Bebop for fucking 4. This is like a solid 1 to you. Like you're goddamn savage right now. I don't even know what to expect, dude.
Dim it. This is the man that'll be like, Overwatch is trash. I fucking hate this shit. And then the next day be like, hey, boys, you want to stay up to 1 hour before I got to go to work and play Overwatch?
I have never... I know when I jump on...
this fucking podcast, they're going to realize why some days I don't answer emails.
Yeah, like 100%. Like, I'll get on Overwatch, and Joel just sells his soul to the devil for the night.
Yep. Anyway, I really do like this show. It does have its issues. I'm not the biggest fan of, like, really, like, out there characters, but I found they handle the autism and, like, the comedy.
Is she autistic?
No, but I'm going to keep fucking saying it.
I'm like, did I miss a massive drop?
No, I just like her, like, inability to communicate emotions. I found they handled that really well for like the period of time they did it and the amount of content they covered. So I'm gonna give it at least a 4 on story. Honestly,
God, you're all over the fucking place tonight. I don't even know what to say.
I'm pleasantly surprised. I honestly, I was ready for like people. I was ready for you boys to get on and be like, Jake, this show is boring as fuck. It's about an autistic girl typing. Why was there not more war flashbacks? Fuck you. So,
I mean,
I'm pleasantly surprised with this reception.
I was happy enough with the slice of life anime that it is.
I haven't hit you guys with the greatest slice of life. That'll happen probably soon. But
so what did you boys rate story already?
I haven't rated it yet. I'm gonna rate it with 3. Good. I think it's good. It could very well be a 4 soon, but I'm not there yet.
I am going to
And
go.
here you
with...
are being like, "Fuck you, Joel, for giving me a 4."
I just think you're getting on Jake's good side, so when he fucking bombs me out later on this season, you'll be there to reap the fucking rewards.
Oh, don't worry. I'm gonna turn Joel
so
against
he'll
me
heal me on
real
Baptiste,
fast
dog.
here in
It's
a
so
little
he'll heal
bit.
me on Baptiste.
Dude, grudges from this shit's gonna go deep. Like, it might look like we don't hate each other. We fucking hate each other. Like,
This is a friend group built on mutual hatred.
yeah,
And we can't. And we're just there's too much effort in finding other people to hate. So this is just how it be.
there's not enough good villains out there. Like, it's really hard to find good villains.
I need to finish the show. It's been a while since I've seen it, so I don't remember what happens past the halfway point. So with everything going forward, I love using the overarching episodes and stories and theming to explore her own character and vice versa. But that alone can't obviously carry a whole show. I still find the episodes really entertaining, and it went by really fast for me. But there's just, I think I'm gonna say 4, but it's really leaning to a 5. So a 4 or 5 to me. Once I finish it, it either shits the bed or it has a great finish. It could probably be a 5 or stick out a 4, but that's why I'm going to stay with it. 4 or 5. So we're in there. Let God sort it out.
All right.
God can't be. We can't let God do all the work.
I ain't got anything bad to say about your payments for once.
Well,
No, fuck it. I'll give it a 5. I don't got anything bad to say about
for
it.
fuck's sake.
Okay, fuck you.
But I'm a 6. Stay at a 5. I made up my mind. I'm trying to think. Like, there's nothing I can really hold against it. So 5.
All right,
Okay.
characters.
Yeah.
I thought there was a lot of pretty good characters, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
The dude that brought the fucking ramen or whatever.
Yes.
Like girls, he's like, "Hey, what are you, ramen?" It's like, no. And I love how like a second later he's in the break room. He's like, "Man, I'm just done with these office women and everything. Like, I don't really need them." And the chick walks in. He just, "You want the fucking ramen?" Class act. Love that guy.
And then after she says no, the old man in the break room with him is like, "Hey boy, I'll take some ramen with you, champ."
Dude, I was like, that is 100% Dimmitt.
Yeah, that's me, 100%.
Like, that's Dimmitt getting dumped by some chick at the office.
I don't need these. I don't need these girls anymore. Fuck it, I'm done, dude.
I don't need these hoes in my life.
What are you doing Friday night, huh? Oh, you're not busy.
I'm back in the game.
I'm starting to think I'm back.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
Oh my god. Yeah, there's a couple of good parts with him, but yeah, overall, I thought the characters were really pretty solid. I'm gonna go 4. Great characters.
I already kind of described how much I like Violet herself. The former lieutenant, I think he's a good character. There's some of like the Flash side-by characters that they kind of introduce and then don't do anything with, at least in the first few episodes. But I mean, I only watched 5 episodes, so it's not like they have a time to do a crazy amount. But I just can't give it a 5. I'm gonna give it a 4 because I think they're solid. Like I can't hate on anything, but there's times where it's like I kind of wish there's a little bit more development on characters in the backstory. Like the guy that initially tells her like sort the mail and shit.
Yeah.
They just kind of throw him to the wastelands for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So stuff like that, I'm not really a big fan of. Because they introduce him so early on, and you're like, oh, he's going to be useful. He's just not. So I'll give it a 4 because I do like all the characters. I just think some of the development could have been handled better.
Yeah, that's where I think I set about with it is Violet herself is great, and she obviously carries the show. Just watching her try to understand what emotion is, like a true autist, is just entertaining in hell.
Baby, don't hurt me.
The individual character episodes where you get one-off characters, they're great. The side cast is great, but unlike Cowboy Bebop, while they do a good job with like the themes and the underlying message of the show and connecting to the story, I wouldn't say they're strong enough to necessarily carry things without Violet around. Like, I really love the episode where they go to the island with that one girl. I feel like that was a fun exploration of her character. But at the same time, I don't feel like I'd watch a series of like 2 to 3 episodes of just her without Violet, if that makes any sense.
No, yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with the characters, they're just not fleshed out to the same degree as the side characters in Cowboy Bebop.
Can we just point out that like when they're sending letters, these extravagant letters back and forth between the princess and the prince,
Mm-hmm.
and then the people are just like, "Fuck it, let's just have them write their own letters so they actually mean what they say."
Right.
Why can't people just communicate honestly what the fuck they say? Sorry, I've been on Tinder too much.
As you can tell, it's a real life. It's a real life issue that we talked about.
Damn flashbacks, dude.
So anyway, I'll give it the characters a solid 4. Great cast, all enjoyable to watch. Violet carries the show.
Sound then, I guess.
Did you guys watch it dubbed or subbed?
I did sub. Did you boys watch it dubbed?
Fucking yeah.
I did dub.
How was the dub?
Frank, fine. Your average dub. Nothing bad about it. I mean,
Nothing bad, nothing great.
Yeah, dubs anymore. I don't really. I haven't heard a bad dub in a while.
It had to be exceptionally bad to be noteworthy. Like, everything's usually so good anymore these
kind
days.
of bad.
Yeah, at times it can be. At times.
So the sub was pretty solid as well. I got no complaints there.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. I don't know what else to say. Like, this is
I like
3. I mean, it wasn't bad, but it ain't blowing my socks off. Like,
I don't think it added anything to the story, like the show, or took away anything from the show.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna give it a 3 because it was good enough that it didn't hurt the show, but it didn't really help the show either.
Yeah.
So, and I thought some of the sound effects sounded like a little cheesy, like the fucking thunderstorm shit that they kept flashing back to, the major dying. Like, I feel like that could have hit harder with better sound effects, but it didn't. But I mean, does that really fucking matter in the show? Like, I didn't think it mattered a ton. Yeah. So, I'll give it a 3.
I think I get where you guys are coming from. I think the sound effects were really good, but not necessarily like, oh, this is game changing. They just did a solid work. I like the opener and ender. The voice acting was great. I got to give it a 4 though, just for Violet's performance, because I like as she's like, she just talks so robotically, but then as she opens up more, she talks less so, and that kind of like transition, or when she's talking about the major, she actually is more energetic and actually talks like a person. And so for that alone, I got to bump it up to a 4.
Simp.
Last but not least, art. It's a beautiful show. Honestly, it really is.
It's fucking
knocked it out of the park.
Show.
It's one of the most beautiful anime I've ever seen.
I thought it was mostly like conventional animation.
I think it is.
I didn't look massively CGI.
I mean, if there's any CG, it'd be small background things that like just assist the traditional animation.
The thing that stuck out the most to me was kind of like the lighting and how they handled that. It looked fantastic.
Yeah, it's like how they illuminated the scenes with everything.
It's a beautiful show.
I can't. There's nothing wrong. It is masterclass. I feel like this will probably be something shows years and years after this will get compared to. Still, I got to give it.
Is it better than Demon Slayer?
I'd say it's better than anything from Demon Slayer. I think it's better than. I can't think of a show that
really.
I can't think of a show that beats this.
You think it's better than Demon Slayer?
Demon Slayer had that one great action set piece.
Joel's like, doubt.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a solid, good-looking show throughout.
Oh, my God.
Everyone jizzes their pants because it had that one action set piece.
Brother, I didn't even get to the action set piece yet, and I think Demon Slayer looks great.
I'm not saying it's not looking great, but I'm just saying I think this has Demon Slayer topped easily.
Okay.
Fight.
It's just because there's a better way.
That was our civil debate.
Yeah, it's a 5 for me. Glad we had this.
I still gotta give it a 5 too. Like, the show looks fan-fucking-tastic. I can't think of a better looking show that's come out in the past little while that would have a decent like story or something that kept me drawn and attached to the show. Mm-hmm. So 5 because the show's fucking beautiful.
Yeah, I gotta give it a 5 as well. I made the joke to Aubrey at one point where like they just do so much with like just even little movements. Like At one point, Violet like curtsies when she gets to the island. I'm just like, and that right there was the animation budget for another like anime's first 5 episodes in that one shot.
True. But what I will say they do really well is lighting on the eyes.
Yes.
Especially for an anime show,
Mhm.
they do great lighting on the eyes, which makes them able to like do a lot more expressive stuff in
Yes.
less movements and less time just focusing on the face.
Yes, like the eye work is phenomenal. I'm able to pick up so many more emotions just from like the little squints and like just the eye movements that you'd normally lose in animation.
Or just even the color of the iris, because they do like the two-tone where it will like the light will like transition across of it, just to kind of like draw your eye there and be like, oh, she's like happy because she's like wide-eyed or something like that. You know?
I think another detail they did really well was like the wind is always like it's just always windy and it looks fucking gorgeous. Just like the hair, long flowing like clothes blowing in it. They like to use that a lot and it just looks great.
Fair enough. All right, so
I give it a 5 as well, obviously.
Last but not
now
fucking
we got
least.
2 more shows. We got Yellowstone and Kuroko no.
Oh yeah, we didn't even cover.
Oh yeah.
Shit.
Oh. God damn, dude.
So we're gonna go Kuroko no Basket because Brendan's no here. Fuck Brendan.
You get the ball.
This is my show. This is my show that I recommended because I am a basketball fan. That is the only reason I recommended it. I knew people were more or less going to hate this show. I'm expecting to get a shit ton of flack for it. Basically, what it is there's the Generation of Miracles.
Generation of Miracles.
Which are these really good fucking basketball players. One of them, which is like the sixth man, which is the guy that comes off the bench first.
The Phantom sixth player.
That no one really cares because that like it's his thing. He's like the Phantom six man. Like everyone cares about the starting 5, not the 6 man. And the way he plays is very different and not highlighting his own personal skills. He basically teams up with this guy that comes from America that just wants to fuck shit up and basketball.
The Chad Americans are just
he learned from the
from the source.
Yeah.
Shit cracked me up, dude.
I love that.
Yes.
This is like Chad American, naturally good at basketball.
Yeah. So they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna fuck up this Generation of Miracles. Yeah, and it's just kind of like a story about like team building, friendship, working as a team, all the rest of that, compared to just like raw skill and talent, which a lot of the other Generation of Miracle players kind of focus more on. So
would it surprise you to say this might be one of 2 shows I'm actually gonna continue?
I will be so happy if you continue
actually
this
did
show.
enjoy it. Like I didn't think I would, but the 3rd episode where they go to play at the other school, yeah, kind of got me, and I'm like, this is hot. I can dig this. Like
that's where I started picking up for me too, because before I was like, this is dragging a little bit. I'm not getting into it, but like episode 4 went by real fast.
American guy,
like, holy shit! I was just like, wait, the episode's over. And I got to watch the next one. I got to see how this game fucking ends.
American guy totally just fucking rolls up and shacks the damn thing off on the first duck. I'm like, oh hell yeah, let's get it on, boys. Yeah. No, I thought it. Yeah, it surprised me. I like I said, you talk about it a lot. I knew it wasn't gonna be bad. It in my mind had a better chance than Violet or Over the Garden Wall already, just because subject matter. Just without watching them. But it surprised me. I would have pinpoint one fucking scene.
All right.
When he shacks that damn thing, the hoop, the loop off the backboard. I don't know what the fuck you guys call it.
The rim.
The lit. When he shacks it right off. When they fucking lower that goddamn second basket. I don't think there's ever been a more glorified, 3 seconds of anime than that fucking shot coming down, dude. I looked at him like, Jesus Christ, dude. Oh, it was beautiful. It cracked me up. It really did. It was so overdone. This shit looked like it was solid gold coming down off the ropes. Like,
dude,
there's a couple of British episodes.
Yeah, we're playing on the big court.
There's a couple of British episodes of this, and in that exact moment, they play like the do do do. They do that. So
Yes,
good.
dude. That was the biggest player in the whole episode. Was that fucking backboard dropping down?
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I actually enjoyed it a lot. I
So-
love how.
I'm shocked. I was expecting it roasted.
I mean, there's a lot more episodes to roast people. I don't need to come out of the gates yet. I don't need to steal Cowboy Bebop's last 5-star yet. But there might be before this is all over. I might
Dennis
jake
gonna
you.
hate my shows.
Well,
Yeah, it was
I
great.
gotta
Rated a zero.
live up
Go
to my
fuck
name
yourself.
here, because Joel, I'm a Jake ya.
All right.
Oh boy, here
I
we
was
go.
the one that voted worst for Kuroko no Basket.
This is the dude
That doesn't surprise me.
that
And
voted
does not
titty
I
and
will
ass
say
boxing
though,
number
it
one
is
forever.
not at all because it is a bad anime. Because I think all the shows we had this week were all great. It was just the one that, in the time I had the chance to watch the 5 episodes, it was just the one that caught me the least.
Jake.
Jake trying to cover up his fucking grudges already. He's just shoveling shit
think-
over him.
You're the least likely to play sports in here.
Damn,
I'll play-
son, that
I'll
I can play
cuts deep.
basketball with you.
Out of the group. I just feel that way. So like I was immediately expecting you to like this
Fucking
Not that
cold-blooded up in this bitch.
straight.
Damn.
Yeah, that's keep it 100. Yeah.
Keep it
Joel, I
100.
played basketball in middle school.
Did you?
I'm gonna throw
I
just-
played basketball for 3 years.
God damn, I did not expect that. How come
Dude,
you
I'm
never
dead
brought this
serious.
up?
It's like, oh, he's close to 6 foot. You just pluck him onto the court. That's how it worked, dude. I seen it firsthand.
I was just like 6th grade. I was like, I want to try basketball. And then
You're tall,
grade,
right? Because you
got done with 8th grade.
I'm
I'm just like, that was fun. I'm done for now.
Fair enough.
But no,
You
when
would
you come
be-
down here, I'd totally be down for some hoops.
dude, I
I'm down to
someone's
break
getting
ankles.
crossed up. I don't know who.
Oh, it's going to be me because I haven't played
It's
in
gonna be
years.
like
and
the
Joel probably
Jesus-
plays like every other day at the community center.
The Jesus and the devil cross up. Like Joel's gonna come in and Jake's just gonna break a leg on that fucking court.
I'll just give him like a little sham god and do an
It'll be like Tom
Iverson
Segura.
crossover.
It's just going to fucking Tom Segura my ass.
You're gonna be Jake's gonna be just laying, just curled it up on the fucking shitty court at the
the fucking park.
school grounds, dude. Like
Yeah.
you probably get enough cinders in you. God,
No,
I
I actually enjoyed the show. Like I think I enjoyed the cast of this more than Haikyuu.
you really are gonna Jake him like that. Yeah, I love
gonna
this show. It's shit though.
I've not said anything bad
what
about the show so far.
fuck? Like, oh my god, I love
All
it
right,
though.
well, let's run through the D list here.
Well, oh boy. Well, story. So far, what I've seen, I like how this is. I thought the Miracle Generation shit was a bit overdone.
Every episode, we gotta get that recap about the generation of miracles.
Yeah, that is some dumb shit.
I found it
would
weird though.
give
Like I
that.
watched the intro and the intro and it jumped into a recap. It's like I don't want this shit. I just watched the last episode. You know this. Like let's get going. 4. I thought it was good. Great. I like it so far, and I'm curious to see where it goes. I love how the dude just fucking ghosts his way through life. His lack of presence is his power.
Yep.
I'd say me and him have a lot in common. The lack of presence in almost everything, but I don't have that power where I'm good at it still. So it's just kind of a lack of presence.
Yeah, I gotta say that power is like as equally dumb as it is awesome. It's just like my power is no one notices me and I just pass.
I love it, dude.
And I'm just like,
I
what in the
really-
fuck?
I
I'm very-
really,
like it's the stupidest shit, but I'm just like, fuck it, I'm in. They got me by the balls.
I love how his buddy comes back, the model,
Yes.
and he's like, "Oh yeah, we're like the best friends," and he's like, "No, fam, no, I don't think we're friends." Like complete just cold stones him in front of his crew.
No.
I'm like, "Oh my god!"
fuck
Like
no.
someone get this man a fucking ambulance. He needs it. Yeah, It was funny. I think he's a
I
funny
mean,
guy. I like him.
I'm giving it a 5 because it's about basketball. It's the best basketball anime. I'm biased as
Expected.
fuck.
Understandable. Have a
I'm
good
going
day.
to give it a 3, not because it's bad, just because based on the first 5 episodes, it seems very much like the standard sport anime. Like you were saying earlier, Joel, it's team bonding, friendship, and we're going to win the winter final because we bonded.
Jake, if you keep watching this show,
dude,
this show legitimately turns into Dragon Ball Z on a basketball court.
Are you for sure? Are you for real?
For fucking real, as close as it will ever get, dog.
Okay, you know what?
Let me tell you.
What for that alone, I might actually keep watching it to see how stupid it gets, and I will probably bump it up to a 4
basketball
then.
players.
So
hell yeah,
I absolutely love Jake. How
They go Super
everyone
Saiyan at
else,
one point,
everyone
too.
else, when we rate something like lower, we just tell it how it is. And Jake's got to like pad his review. Like, I'm not saying it's bad. It disappointed me. It's like, Jake, just say what you want to say, man. Like, you ain't.
I'm out here being like, listen, Joel, I'm the one that gave it the bad review because it's just my least favorite of 5 good shows. And he's like, you fucking hated it. You hated it, didn't you?
Don't even roll in here and saying you did it because like, oh, it was the right thing to do to tell Joel I voted against it. You're doing it for a little bit of clout. You want to be the bad boy on the island. I see it. I see you.
Listen.
I got a warning.
I'm just trying to
bring
bring some bad boy attitude to this podcast. Y'all can sit and spin.
There's 2 bad boys. 2 bad boys in this island, Jake. Watch your back.
There can only be one. You gotta get out of here, Macho Man Randy Savage, because Hulk Hogan's on the case.
Yeah, look out. I love how we're all like, we're gonna go for unique views. We all wound up being the same. Like, you know.
Yeah. It's a solid show, the story wise. It doesn't do anything bad. I mean, and if it gets as crazy as you say it does, I think I'll actually keep watching.
There you go.
See that.
They legitimately have a power up at one point where they go into the zone, which is basically basketball Super Saiyan. You're welcome.
I do love that his model friend is basically Kakashi. He just copies fucking plays.
There is a lot of parallels to be drawn. Does he shack any more backboards?
Yes. Yeah, and he Blake Griffin dunks on someone. He eventually learns a dunk called.
What that means.
He eventually learns a dunk called the it's like Falling Meteor Star Jam or something like that.
Of course it is. God damn you, anime.
Like,
okay.
God.
Yeah,
Yeah, so characters. Talking about, big America fuck you up,
I love how he first meets and the first thing he could tell is like, you don't smell weak or strong. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Are you fucking kidding me? This dude smells people?
What's your body wash, bro?
You know,
what Old Spice scent is that?
This fucker don't sweat enough. Definitely ain't try hard. He ain't nothing to me anymore. Like, I don't understand it. He's like, you smell like nothing. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like, first off, the dude's like fucking shredded at all of like 14. I thought that's anime for you though.
Well, that's because he's American.
I'm not gonna lie. I did think they were gonna bring that into it, but they didn't. They tiptoed their way around it. But he learned from the source. What can you say?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Overall, it's a 4. Dude, dead serious. First episode, the coach is sitting there, and she's like, "Strip," and I'm like, "Oh boy." We're getting right onto the bat, boys. Look out.
I'm just like, are we still on Crunchyroll or am I on Hentai Haven?
I'm like, let me check URL quick. I might have got mixed up. Oh, yeah, I don't know how it happened, but no, yeah. It's good. It's 4.
No, I gotta give it a 4 as well. To use a contemporary other favorite of Joel's to compare it to. I think I prefer this sidecast and duo particularly better than Haikyuu.
Wow.
I like the Chad American and No Smell Man's little bond and growth. Just because in Haikyuu, like the tall guy aggravated me a lot more.
Almost every single character on the team gets development, and basically all the main players on the other teams also get development.
I like that. That's another thing. I liked how, because I was reading the episode synopsis for the next episode 6, and it sounds like it's going to actually explore the model dude's character with how he takes the loss.
Yes. If you continue watching, you get to meet you get to beat the man that says only I can beat me.
Dude, what a chat,
beat me
dude.
is
Oh
me.
my god. The man's a fucking legend on the court.
I love it. I just, the side cast so far is fun. I love the coach the team has. And even though a lot of the side cast isn't super well developed, I still like how they bounce off each other.
Yeah, I will say that, like, the side cast is there and they do have, like, good dialogue, but it's severely lacking in differentiating them.
But I'm assuming since it's like, because they got like
the beginning.
They got like 70-some episodes out in a movie at this point, so I'm assuming there's plenty of time for them all to get fleshed out.
Jesus, I can't afford to get into a show like this right now. Fuck kidding me?
There's a bunch of character development. Amini Daike is the character that I'm talking about that I couldn't remember his name. And he's like kind of the opposite to he's probably like the best individual player out of like the Generation of Miracles.
What was his name again?
Mini
Daike. I will post in the Discord.
Yeah, I will say one thing though I need to bring attention to side character wise is the fucker with like the cat face, the cat lips.
Yep. Because fuck it, why not? One of them's a mute, dog.
That is true. I saw that. I'm just like, that me.
He's a mute that throws hook shots, because why the fuck not? Gatobe's the shit.
I mean, if you get kicked out of the game, as long as you take someone with you, it's all good.
Alright. What's next? Is that sound?
Yes, sounds next.
Yeah.
I love the intros. I love the opening fucking
It's not a good sound. There's a lot of good like backtracks too.
There's 7 different intros for this fucking all the seasons, and 6 of them are fan-fucking-tastic.
Oh,
and I like all the sounds.
A little bit of a Tokyo Ghoul problem.
Well, there's one in there that's
take a fucking hard left into what the fuck happened. It was one season.
It's just the song. It's not necessarily
one
like
season.
The fucking actual view on it. But yeah, I'll give it a 5 because I love all the fucking. I legitimately have a Croak No Basket fucking Spotify playlist that just has all the songs from the show.
Respectable.
Do you listen to it while you ball? Don't lie to me.
I
can tell.
I haven't yet.
I'm surprised you haven't yet.
I can tell you are waiting to though. Like it's on your book, your checklist. I could dig that. I'm gonna go with 4 again. It's great. Like the dub's good. Honestly, I'm sure there is bad dubs out there somewhere.
You just don't really find them anymore.
Yeah, I feel like they've kind of got their shit together on them.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. They really nailed like the shoes on a wood court. I can tell you that much.
Yep.
Brings me right back to PE days.
It reminds me of like no sounds in a basketball game with the dribbling and the shoe squeaking and all that. Like all sounds accurate, even the hitting the rim and all that. So nothing to complain about. And then they got some banger music. So
yeah, the backtracks are good. A little bit of rock in there. I dig it.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I gotta agree with all of that. I gotta give it a 3 or 4. It's just all solid work. There's nothing really here to complain about. The sub's decent as well. So
last but definitely not least, art.
I fucking love the fact that the Generation of Miracles are just a box of crayons, honestly.
They're just all colorful outlines.
It's pretty much like we can't have anyone be too similar. So they all gotta.
Hello, everyone. Unfortunately, this is the end of this episode for the Handsome Jacks podcast. We had technical difficulties with Austin's files. We felt it right to cut it where the 3 of us were still talking. Anyway, The only thing that you guys missed is the end of the Crocono Basket discussion and discussion about Yellowstone. Yeehaw, Chucklefucks, the TV series. If you'd like to see us talk about Yellowstone, please go drop some comments on our social media on Twitter at Handsome Podcast. The recommendations for next week go as following: Ozark from Brennan, Invincible from myself, House of the Husband, who I don't know who recommended it, and Ben and Scared Beast, who I also don't know. We'll double down and make sure these are the correct recommendations for next week. Until next time, see ya.